Hello, my friends. Um, for a lark or whatever reason, no reason really, um, I've gone back and I'm looking at a series of journals from March of 2010. And right now that seems like so long ago. But let's see what we find. This one is from March 8th, the first of that day, and the day was 12 crocodile or alligator. And it's called Making a Shift. And then I've said PG rated for language. We shall see. Wow, this is really cool. I knew the Mayan day for the first time without looking it up. The number part is easy, obviously. The days run from 1 through 13 and start at 1 again. No brainer. Getting the 20 sun signs in the right order, though, well, it just feels good that I remembered one of them. I just sat through or listened to the recordings of yesterday's journals. Well, the ones I posted yesterday anyway. They were all from the 5th of March. It was a strange, interesting experience. I liked the little animation toys that came with the webcam. Not to get distracted by them, though. Anyway, it was strange watching myself like that. Like I was just observing the self being the self. Pretty weird. What was said was pretty good, though. You guys out there who listen to these things, would it surprise you to know that I even disagree with myself? Yeah, I found a few places where I either would have said things differently, or one place where I actually kind of disagreed with what was said. Like I said, weird. Oh well, we do what we can, right? I'm just doing my thing. So, what is new today? Whenever I want to go within, uh-oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be journaling now. This feels strange. It's all feeling, kind of sensation, but with no words. I'm winging it here to keep writing these words. I don't usually do that. Spirit provides all the words. I'm going to go with this. Be right back. Okay. And a few minutes later, I came back and I said, well, I don't know what to say. Something just happened there. Had to wipe the tears off my face when I returned, really deep. Okay, let's see what comes of it. Let's keep journaling. What I was saying above was that all of this journaling, all these words don't come from the mind. I don't write from a mental space. I don't think about what I write, what to say. It just arises, see? It arises from heart space, from being connected there. Thus, I don't really choose the words. They are chosen and I just write them down. Tough to explain, but if you get it, you get it. Easy in practice, tough to put into words. So anyway, up there, the words were not coming. I wasn't hearing them. There was a sensation, an odd feeling which I won't even try to explain, except to say that it was centered around heart, but no words, silence. So I started writing, filling in the words, not knowing what to say. I mean, I was journaling, and I guess maybe that action had a momentum or something that just carried me along into writing some words. I knew it, though. I knew they were not arising from heart, and so I said so there before I went deeper within. So this is just more of what I'm doing here. I'm willing to play the fool, you know. If you've seen all these recordings, then you've seen me do it. The song and the dance, my song and dance, come from somewhere deep within, and I just am them. It's not that I do them, they do me. Some can see what this means, what I'm saying. All could if all were in heart, so let's go there, okay? It's a blast. I guess you may have to do a certain amount of deconstruction of self-deconstruction before you are totally able to flow with this. As long as we are identified with outside things, with things on the surface of being, like a house, a car, a job, our roles and relationships, heck, a body or mind, to the extent that we identify with these, we are or will be misled. They're unreal. How can we expect to find reality, reality capital R, when we're looking in unreal places and spaces and things for it? Does that make sense? You know, all those gurus and avatars, the wise masters and humble ones have said the very same thing pretty much down through the ages. Did we think it was all BS, or maybe that it just didn't apply to us? How many freaking times have we heard, go within? Oh, and this is good. My typo for that was God. So God within. The kingdom is within. In how many languages do we think we have to hear this? And in how many lifetimes until we awaken do we think somebody's going to come along and do it for us? Someone will come by, tap us lightly and say, "You are awakened, my son, now arise." I don't think so. Come on, folks, get real. Awakening is a do-it-yourself undertaking. Well, so to speak. It's one thing to read all this stuff, to listen to lectures, go to seminars, and so on. But do you really think that is going to do it for you? Bullshit. Yes, I say bullshit. You've got to do it for you. You are the ruler of your freaking kingdom. Ever heard of Free Will? Do you know what it means? What, do you think awakening is just going to come on you one day? You'll just be sitting there pleasantly, albeit obediently, meditating or something, and presto, bango, and voila! She's awake, and a choir of angels begins singing. Please, please, do you see the BS of this? Look within to your own vision of awakening. Of what does it consist? Get out the shit scooper and get to work, my friends. We all have plenty of crap hidden within. Nor do I even excuse myself here. I do too. Well, duh. See, that is my journey. Though you may find words of wisdom do flow here at times, that doesn't matter. Your inner self matters. That's all that matters. You've got to be willing to screw up or make mistakes, to not know what you're doing and go on anyway. And that's what I've found. My agreement with Spirit, with Source, is that I'm willing to make an ass of myself. Come on, you see me do it regularly. Have you not heard me say that in all these journals I am talking as much to myself as to anyone? I'm just as full of crap as the next guy. That's why we endanger ourselves when we sit at the feet of anyone. I don't care who it is. No one, past or present, has the market cornered on truth, on light, on love, on wisdom. Do you see that all of these are the aspects of divinity? Of the one God, Source, Prime Creator, the isness, the fucking field. I don't care what you call it. Do you think Source cares? Get real, will ya? How much real thought, really deep pondering have you given to this? Forget the sacred scripture. Forget everything you ever knew or you ever thought you knew for a moment, and just go within. Get out of your head, in other words. Now, just for a moment, let's all drop the super arrogance and accept that there is something way bigger than us. Something so way bigger, we call it God. But forget all the scripture stuff. That's just so much BS on a certain level. Now, stop it. Some of you are scared shitless here. Do center back down and consider. Is God such a small thing that he, she, or it could possibly take offense at his son or daughter just trying to get things right? I mean, come on. Even your mom could understand that, right? Is God less than your mom? Let's all agree to ditch this wrathful, vengeful, punishing, freaking anthropomorphic divinity we've created and called God. Do you know what anthropomorphic means? It means made in man's image. It means we're projecting on freaking God, for heaven's sake. See this, please. Let me shout at you a little bit, shake you up, and help you cut through the crap and see this. God isn't jealous. God isn't vengeful or wrathful. God doesn't punish, for God's freaking sake. That's all BS, and I don't care a bit that it made its way into some scriptures or other. I don't care. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, back into heart with you. No, just shut up a minute and get back down in here with me. Keep your angry thoughts to yourself. No, better yet, just leave the mind to think them and drop back down into heart. Okay, now, where were we? As long as we have these BSing definitions or images of God, we're going to screw up. That's what happens. The scriptures we've been given have been messed with. Do you get that? It's even available to us in our own history if we just go study. Look up the Council of Nicaea. There are powers that be running the show from behind the scenes that want us kept in the dark. That's visible. You can see this, but only if you let it in. Don't be afraid. Remember, in the heart, in heart space, there is no fear. So if you're feeling it, you've left your center. Yeah, you can ignore fear just like you can ignore thoughts. The bottom line with that is they're both not real, and that's why you can leave them behind and just drop into heart. Okay, I've gone long. Enough for now. You've got plenty on your plate, so dig in. It just feels good that I remembered one of them. I just sat through or listened to the recordings of yesterday's journals. Well, the ones I posted yesterday anyway. They were for the first time without looking it up. The number part is easy, obviously. The days run from 1 through 13 and start at 1 again. No brainer. Getting the 20 sun signs in the right order, though, well, and it's called Making a Shift. And then I've said PG rated for language. We shall see. Wow, this is really cool. I knew the Mayan day. Hello, my friends. For a lark or whatever reason, no reason really, I've gone back and I'm looking at a series of journals from March of 2010. And right now that seems like so long ago. But let's see what we find. This one is from March 8th, the first of that day, and the day was 12 crocodile or alligator.